As you're there watching this video, you'll pay close attention to my eyes. As you become aware of my eyes, you'll see that I'm talking directly to you. Now, I'll tell you exactly how was my experience with Vipassana, the 10-day meditation course. Pretty much it was a retreat for 10 days. And let me tell you before I start that it's very, very different for me. What I expected it to be, the meditation, and what I was expecting to learn, it's actually way different than once you experience it yourself. So I really recommend, before you pay attention to anything to what I say, really just go out there and experience it yourself, because you'll have your own insights. It's a personal journey to the inside. Now, that being said, I'm going to go over some of my insights that I had through this course that might help you. And again, one of the main lessons that this teaches you is knowledge and wisdom. When you intellectually learn some wisdom or some kind of knowledge, you really haven't experienced it yourself. It's not your own wisdom, it's not your own knowledge. It's someone else's, even though you intellectualize it and rationalize it. You have to live it yourself within the framework of the body in order for you to make it your own wisdom, your own knowledge. As long as you don't experience it yourself in your own framework of the body, it's still not your experience, it's still not your wisdom. That's one of the main points to have in mind as you're watching this video. Now, Vipassana talks about there's mental behavioral patterns as well as physical behavioral patterns, and the mental are the ones that control the physical. So as long as you can control and correct the mental behavioral patterns, everything else will take care of itself. When you find out that in reality external things are not the distractions, are not the noise, the internal mind is the real distraction, is the real noise. Everything's inside your mind. Why? Well, I came to the conclusion of this because take off the distractions, take off the external stimuli, and put yourself in an isolated space. You'll find out soon who is the real distraction. You'll find out that even though all the distractions are completely removed, it's not the external stimuli that distracts you. It's your own mind. So have control of your mind. That will give you the power to focus and to do as you wish. Now, we have no control of our minds, not even for 1 minute. It doesn't matter how smart you are, it doesn't matter how big your brain is. You can be the smartest, intelligent person in the world, but if you don't have control of this intellectual machine, it's going to drive you to wherever it wants. It's going to drive you to other places you really don't want to be. So it's really, really important for you to have control of your own mind. And in order for us to take control of our mind, we have to short-circuit the old mental behavioral patterns. We have to short-circuit the old behavioral patterns. In order to do this, we have to purify our mind and calm it. Calm it, relax it, and purify it from the root. And, as our mind is out of control, we actually become reactive to everything externally, to the stimuli. As we react just instinctively and without thinking, we become a bundle of knots. Each time we react negatively or any kind of emotion, that's either attachment or abortion, it causes a knot inside of you, and that knot, leads you to become a bundle of knots completely and not allow the flow of energy go through your body, and observe it as it is. Because another concept that they teach you is that nothing is permanent, everything changes. So everything goes through your body and transforms and changes. Nothing is permanent. And as we became a bundle of knots, reacted to all kinds of stimuli and just being out of control, the same way we can one by one untie those knots. And as we untie those knots, we'll feel the purification process through our bodies, through the framework of our body, during the 10-day course. Now, focus is a key here. Many people can have focus over a minute before their mind is already wandering all over the place, and things lead to other thoughts, and that's how you get sidetracked. Now, Most of the time, our mind is living in one of the two states, in the past state or the future state. We are hardly ever in the present moment. And the present moment is really all we have. That's really all we have tangible right now, the present moment. Um, that's where living actually occurs in the present moment. Living and growth and everything occurs in the present moment. The past is forever gone. The future might never come. So that's the one of the main things that you'll learn here in Vipassana. Now, um, one of the things that it teaches you also is how to be in control of your mind, not to let your mind control you, and have your mind serve you versus you serve your mind. And once you have control over this powerful piece of machinery, you'll be, powerful yourself and be in control. Otherwise, you'll be a slave forever to it. Now, nothing is permanent. Everything is ever changing. Nothing is permanent. Everything is ever changing. And it, the course training also teaches you about how a river, that's flowing down. You're sitting on a bench, and every second that river, apparently on the superficial level, it's the same river, but in reality, it's not the same river. It's a different river totally. It's a different river with different power, different energy, different flow, different water molecules. Also, it gives you an example of the flame. If you have a candle lit, the flame is not the one flame. It's not the same flame. It's many repetitions of flames going continuously, fast. Making that flame look like it's permanent. Now, everything we think it's solid as it appears to be. As we dig deeper and focus our mind at a deeper level, we soon find out with enough awareness, that sense and sensory acuity, that nothing is solid at all. Everything is ever changing, ever vibrating, every transformation and everything. Now, attachment to any emotion, pleasure, physical body, or object is the root of all misery. That's one of the main concepts here. Every attachment or abortion is the root of all misery. Only when we become aware that everything is temporary and not permanent, we find wisdom to be loving, caring, compassionate, and others without any kind of attachment.